Do you understand why no one gets married anymore?
I don't really care what other people do.
Of course, but do you understand why nobody gets married anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons
What
why.
are the reasons?
Like, dating in general is really fucked up. I think it has a lot to do with social media. Like, I feel like that's a majority of it because it's like grass is always greener on the other side kind of thing. Like,
that's part of it. Yeah.
I don't know. I just, for me personally, I don't care what other people do as far as
Who
like,
says the grass is greener on the other side, though, in your opinion?
everybody.
You see, I like the fact that Marion caught up on that shit. Because I didn't know why people always use this statement. The grass always green on the other side. It's never the truth. People try to explain it. Let us understand what you mean by this. Because every time you always ask someone a question, they have nothing tangible to say. They'll use the grass is always green on the other side. What other side? Getting married, the grass is always green on the other side. The fact that if you get married with a fucking prenup, with a prenup, you are signing your ticket straight to the government. Like in case that shit goes to in case that shit is a shit show, nothing. You lose everything. You lose everything.
I think everybody sees like, you know, all the expensive bullshit and this and that and whatever on social media, and they think, oh, I want that and this and that.
Take
You
action.
think the men actually think that, though? Like, the grass
I
greener
don't
on the other
know.
side, there's these rich chicks I'm gonna...
I don't think, I think speaking generally over a demographic of people is ignorant. I think that's stupid. I think it's situational from person to person, and I don't think that you can, I'm not going to sit here and be like, men do this or men do that, or women do this or women do that. I think that's stupid.
Well, you have to speak in generalizations when you make a point, because if I know what you're saying, but when you make a point or you debate something on a podcast, for example, if I were to say men are taller than women, I can't say men are taller than women,
I mean, that's a
except there are
biological
some women
fact.
who are taller
Like,
than men.
that's like-
AG, this one. Exceptions don't disprove the rule.
That's
So we have to make
yeah.
very generalized points.
Yes.
And the reason I know, and I understand you have your personal views, and this is a life hack for all of you women, in case you're ever debating anything in future. Women have this amazing feature of their minds, and it's like it ties into your natural innate narcissism. And the reason you have narcissism is because you have to protect yourselves and prioritize yourselves because you have to stay alive for the children. And humans, us men, have made you narcissists for a reason, because we want you to prioritize yourselves so that you can have kids. I'll give you a very simple example. If there's 100 men and 100 women, then why do the men go to fight and die? Because think about it.
Because they're biologically
No. Think about no. There's no need for that. If there's 100 men and 100 women in a tribe, why do we as men go die? Because we can send our women to fight their women. Why don't we send the women to die? Why does us men go do it? And I'll tell you why.
Because they reprocreate?
No, I'll tell you why. Because if 80 men die and 20 men come back, those 20 men can have sex with the 100 women and the tribe will continue. Whereas if 80 women die and only 20 women are left, the tribe is over. So female life is actually more important than male life. It always has been for a very long time. That's why it was men stay on the Titanic, women and children get off the Titanic. This is the way it's always been. So we have helped you through the process of evolution become narcissistic. And that's very important for human survival. But I want to give you a tip for when you're debating. Whenever you discuss a meta point or a larger point, what women always do is put it back to them. We're not actually fucking talking about you. We're talking about men, women, society, marriage, the country we're in, failing birth rates. Well, I. No one gives a fuck what you want. We're not talking about you. We're talking about things in general. So I'll re-ask the question. I didn't ask you if you want to get married, because I don't give a fuck. I'm asking, why do you think nobody gets married anymore? And it has nothing to do with you. It's actually me just asking your opinion.
Right. So
No, I think it's true. No, the point you made right now. If you watch videos on social media, when when you ask them questions, like it's a fucking debate. Give your opinion and let's go. But the majority of the time, they love to turn the whole situation about them. No one cares about what you want. It's not about you. It's not about you though. It's about tell us what to think, what you want to go about it. That is why most times women fall for what? Women always fall for. If you go on TikTok in particular, I saw one lady. She was once I would call her a liar, a deceiver on TikTok. She was telling women that don't do this, don't do that. But right now, she's getting married, and all the ladies are coming for her. I forgot the fucking name, bro. That is what it is because she took a situation. She used herself as an example, as ladies, they fell for it. They fell for what she was saying because it correlated with what had happened to them. That's an instance. They believed her. And what Andrew said, although most times, sometimes this man is saying some bullshit, some crazy shit off of the point. But right now, let's see what he's saying. He says some nice point. And let's see how he said it go about it. When he has corrected her, he has given us some point about how to debate.
Social media, I feel like here specifically, I think a lot of people come here because they want certain things that are materialistic, specifically Miami. Like a lot of women and men, it's transactional. People just want money and they want status and whatever the fuck.
Correct. And I'll tell you another reason why men and women don't get married anymore. Because it used to be a very simple transaction. And women no longer stick to their side of the transaction. The transaction was simple. You're a virgin who listens to me, and I take care of you and pay all of your bills. That was the transaction. I will put you in a house. I will give you children. I'll work in the factory. I'll take care of all that shit. You're going to do as I fucking say, and you're not going to fuck any other dudes. That was the transaction. Women are not sticking to their side of the deal anymore. That's why any man with a brain doesn't get married. That's the truth of it. No man with a brain is going to get married anymore because what is he getting? He is signing up to be raped by the government. It makes no sense. He's not even getting a wife in the traditional sense. He may get married, but he's not getting a wife. The wife you got in 1970, 1960, 1950 is 1,000 times the wife you get today. If I said to you, you got married, you had to obey your man's commands. Would you say, yes, I'll do anything my husband says?
Yes.
You'd obey everything he says.
I've
But what if
only
he can't provide?
I'm bringing it back to me, but
course.
I've only ever been obedient
God
to the
dang.
men that I've dated. I listen to them as long as my non-negotiable, if you
Well, let's talk about what Andrew just said right now. It is true. The main point of not getting married, you see, when he's making the point to be a virgin, you stay at the house, you do this. They are all point, but the reason why most men, majority of men are desisting from marriage is because it's a one-way contract to hell. If you don't sign a prenup, it's like you are giving your lifeline to the government. It's like when things go south, it is not like everyone is praying for money to go south, but at the same time, if things go south, everything is divided. You have nothing to what to gain. Like, think about it. The case that you are getting married to a lady out of nowhere, she's the man that you protect her, you provide for her, and out of and in the same sense, how would you protect and provide for someone who you have no what? You have no say in their lives. Majority of the time you have a say, but when it gets to some point, I'm saying independent woman. How are you independent when you need someone's protection? Now think about it. You cannot be independent when you want someone protection. And I always find the whole notion of prenup so funny to me. Like, I love you. No, you love your partner loves you. Before you met him, the man has built his empire, or the man has built his empire. He has done whatever you have. Whether it's a fucking two-bedroom house he's able to get, he have a steady what career it is going, whether he's a millionaire, whether he what is someone that have what planned very well financially and is stable, he met you, you will do your shit. But when a man bring up prenup, sign prenup, most of them always find it offensive. See, I don't. Why do you find it offensive? They'll use this notice like you are taking that the marriage will go, it won't work out. No, I am making it clear that before I met you, whatever I've made, whatever I have built, whatever he has built, whatever your partner has built to this day, you are saying in the sense that whatever happens in the marriage is life. You are taking nothing. You have no say in that shit. But most ladies they're always crying, saying that, oh, you don't trust me. No, bitch, I don't fucking trust you. They don't trust you. See, like, I don't trust you. I don't trust the process of time. Time is ruthless as ever. Because time, you don't know what will happen, but you want to protect what he has built. In the course of the marriage, if you guys have both moved together, you share that shit. But the notion that the ladies are always complaining, I want to get married. But when the notion of prenup is brought up, that fighting that shit. That's what I don't like. And at the same time, you kind of out here, manage yourself. The mind will not work because most of you ladies right now, the notion that how are you independent and you want someone to protect you? You guys think about this in this sense. You can provide for your child. You can protect your child in the sense that you have a level of control over them. Nobody is saying that you are going to control the woman as if she's obey you like a child. Control is in the sense that when things are going south, babe, don't wear this, don't do this. It's a type of what? It's tough for them to listen. But nowadays, ladies, the modern lady, they don't listen. You're trying to control my life. Why be insecure? But there are numerous reasons that are piling up to this day that men don't want to get married. And it's actually true. But what's what? Think about it. What? Correct me if I'm wrong. You as a viewer, you as a lady, would you get if you're a man, we get married in this fucking day and age without a fucking prenup? But honest with yourself. But most of you ladies, you like doing girls. This is not about girls. It's about honesty. Will you allow your brother who have built something to a high degree get married without a fucking prenup? I love you. I am in love, baby girl. You are loved, but you see, you must sign the prenup. To me, oh god.
Will is cheating. I can't. I will build
All right, but can't they
resentment.
make the argument? Can't they make the argument
caramba.
that you do pornography, so therefore
I would
you
delete-
relinquish that ability to tell him he has to be monogamous?
Yeah.
For me
What if he told you
personally,
that?
then I would delete that shit. I delete my
But
Instagram.
they can find it. They can see it.
But if it's a problem as far as me actively selling whatever, doing this, that, I'm deleting that shit. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna prioritize
Fair.
your.
But you do understand, like, the internet's forever. People can use
And that's
Wayback
on
Machine.
that.
They're
Like,
gonna find
that's-
it. They're gonna send it to him. This is why so
Sure.
many girls that do porn can never stay in relationships. Guys constantly send videos of their girl having sex with other dudes.
Facts.
I've never personally had an issue with somebody that I was dating where they said, I don't want to be with you because of this reason. But I also, like I said,
But
am
they cheated,
like,
though.
okay,
Yeah.
well, no. Like, some of them did. Some of them didn't.
Wait,
Because
so?
you're boring.
You said you broke up with most of them. Why? Could you give like the general reason why, on the balance of probabilities, you broke up with majority of them?
The guy that I dated for the longest, it was like a little over 3 years. We almost got engaged. He just had no like motivation to do anything with his life. Like, he was like,
3 years.
and you're
above?
saying that money doesn't matter though, and
I'm not
ambition
talking
doesn't
about money.
matter. But
I'm
it's
talking about like,
ambition. Yeah.
You don't have a life. You're coming home, you're getting high as fuck every single day, and you have no
3 years, though?
personality. You have no.
Yeah, but
I
if he was ambitious and he was
He has no personality. And you're with him for 3 years. Baby girl, you see, your story's not adding up. For 3 years, you have been with him. That means you're with him because of the money. That's what you're saying. And the fact that you are an adult creator, an adult content creator, you create what? Adult movies. Yeah, but what you're saying right now, but there are some points that it's not making sense. For a fucking whole 3 years, you have been with someone that have been with you, you have no personality. That means the reason why you are with that guy is because of the money. It's not because of the money, but it's not because of showbiz. But it's just he was able to provide you with something that you're content creating. You're creating of adult content could not have done it. You see, most of you, it's just one thing I don't like is the fact that you lie blatantly. You say you did this thing, you did that. The guys you dated, those guys that you dated, they said they see nothing wrong with your page. It's because they were there because of the coochie. That is it. I'm not trying to far away, but I want people to understand this thing, eh? No man. Even what is the name of this fucking porn star? The guy that allowed the porn star, is that Adam something? He allowed his wife to sleep with that black guy. Even him, the guy is a porn star. A porn star, an active one, his relative is an active one, but after he allowed his wife or is it his girlfriend to sleep with that guy. Look at him. I don't know. It almost poured his fucking. Like he's fucking married. Like think about it. Even a man who's a porn star who have seen all this shit, who understands that, his wife, which is a porn star, is business. But after allowing his wife, a wife that was creating that he want to what, want to create content with that black guy, it almost spoiled. It fucked him up. And you are telling me a lay ass man, a normal civilian, dating you will be okay with this shit. Come on, people, don't lie to us. Don't lie. We know it. It's because you are in front of the fucking word camera. Because you are in front of the screen. Don't lie. Say the truth. We know you ain't shit. So admit it.
Trying his very best, we would
Or
argue
just
that he's,
hobbies.
of course.
Like something, do something.
Most
with your
men,
life.
yeah, but most
Like,
men who are active and energetic and who are doing things are doing what? They're making money.
Yeah,
I
hobbies
mean,
like that.
99% of the
That's not
time.
a real man. That's a boy.
But I understand what you're saying. I'm just making the meta point about why marriage is broken in this modern world. Marriage is broken
I
because
agree. I think it is.
Okay,
I'm not saying that I disagree with you in that sense. I think it's fucked up.
oh, it is fucked
Yeah.
up, and I don't want to place blames on an entire gender, and I don't want to generalize. But I'm arguing that it is easier to find a man who is prepared to give you a modest house and a picket fence and go to work and have a car and make sure the house is safe. It's much easier to find that than it is to find an obedient woman who hasn't been fucked all over the place. So women have broken this contract. Guys, you have to understand what feminism has given you women. You have pushed for feminism and it has destroyed your lives. There was a point where men couldn't cheat. Do you know when it was? It's when everyone got married in the 1960s to their high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
Then even men were ostracized for cheating. Even men were seen as bad for cheating when women got together in their teenage years, stuck together. But women sat there and said, I don't want to listen to my husband. I don't want to be told what to do. I want to be free. I want feminism. So now you've been given freedom. And what do you have now? You have a few women chasing all the men, being fucked all over the place, not even getting kids out of it. A bunch of other women who can't find a rich man who have to sell pussy for fucking pennies. Feminism has destroyed your lives. Completely taken everything from you. Yep. Now you have to go out there and try and find a man who will marry you, and it's very fucking difficult because a lot of men don't even want to get married anymore. Feminism has wrecked the entire game for you. You pushed for it and shot yourselves in the foot. That's what's actually happened. And it's ridiculous. How has feminism, outside of bullshit rape cases and Me Too garbage, but in terms of general interactions in society, how has feminism hurt men? Because feminism's great. I get fucking different girl every fucking day.
Yep.
These stupid bitches buy their own taxi in and own taxi out of my fucking house. They think they're fucking getting something out of me when I'm getting everything out of them. They're fucking, I say, do you want me to pay your bills? No, I'm a boss girl. Well, then pay your own shit, dummy. Like, bro, feminism's great for any man with a fucking brain. You women are wrecking yourselves. All because you didn't listen to your fucking fathers. You should have listened to...
On a serious note, let's break it down. Feminism, the whole movement, after the initial stages, after the stage of trying to find equal opportunities for women, to allow ladies to have the same opportunities as men. After that stage, the rest of the movement was just frankly, it was bullshit. Well, it made ladies believe that they're equal to men. Equality itself is not. They are not equal, but it creates a narrative that you can do it yourself. You are a boss bitch. You are independent. It made men believe that first of all, you can hold yourself in your 20s. You can hold yourself up, and by the time you get into your 30s, someone's ready to marry you, which is a lie. Another lie was feminism created. The independent woman movement was that you can what was it? Yes, you can focus on your career in your 20s. Do it after you turn 30. Someone will get married to you. But here's the case: as a lady, as you are growing up as a lady, your opening age, your opening years for it to actually have if you want to have kids, to get married, your hair years, your prime time, I call it your prime youth, where you have options is between your 20s to 21. I said between your 20s, 20 to late 20s. That is it. But after that time, you begin to see that your options are beginning to decline because first of all, your youth is beginning to go down. But for me, the whole movement created something like a catalyst. You women add that shit down because you believe that they were helping you. How have feminists helped you? Apart from what? Giving you the same opportunities as men you can access. Tell me. But if you go on the net right now, TikTok, oh, you will see them complaining. You will see 30 years old man, someone who are focused on their career. She has the house, she has the car, or she has her own place. Everything is alright, but she's complaining that her dating life is shit. That she can't get anyone to get married to. That's she's tired of all this work. She also wants to take care of you. But why don't you find the movement? Because there's something I've always believed, and I will say it over and over again. Why can't you find someone that you build with? Because as I said, during the 90s, that mostly people get married to the high school sweethearts. Because tell me, you are just getting married to someone you met growing up from high school. So all the flaws, everything you work at it together as you grow up together. So what's the whole essence of trying to divorce someone there? Because it will never come to your mind. But right now, the whole movement, the whole feminist movement, I call that movement a shit show because ladies believe that they can do whatever they want without no consequences. They believe that choices is what consequences free. Well, it's a lie though. It's a fucking lie because choices have what consequences and actions have reactions. And I will say it again. I am always in the notion as a lady, you can enjoy yourself. You can pop that pussy. You can pop that shit. You can shake that ass wherever you like. It is your body. It's your choice. Why I have a problem with you is that is after you are done fooling around, after you are done to fooling, is that you will come up, you'll start complaining, you start to say, why are the men not stepping up? Why are the men not doing this? That's where I have issue with people. Because left on me, I love this lifestyle. Live it. Because if, well, as a normal man, if you decide to get married in this day and age, that means you are ready to go into these waters, into these muddy waters, and look for someone right for you. You are ready to what? Make the person sign a prenup. That's easy as that. This is not about the love of my life, bro. This has nothing to do with the love of my life. You are the love of my life, and I accept it. You are my soulmate, but after all that, my soulmate, before I met you, I built some fucking shit, baby. You have to sign the prenup. You understand me?
Men, because you know what your dad would have said? Find a man at 18 who's 45 years old, like I'm telling my daughter when she's older, have some fucking kids, make sure he pays your bills, and behave yourself. You fucked your own lives up.
You know, it's also interesting. It's MLK Day, interestingly enough. Even MLK was running around having sex with a bunch of chicks.
Yeah, he
hid that shit.
White girls.
We had to find out through declassified.
Yes.
He hid it.
We had to
It wasn't
find out through
acceptable.
And he was
declassified
married.
FBI
My nigga.
documents
My nigga.
that he was running around cheating on people. We didn't even know. For decades, no one knew that he was cheating. So it was some fun.
Feminism made men cheating acceptable.
Yep.
You gave us the card with your
Yeah.
feminist bullshit. If you were all still like, no, we're wives, we marry the first man we have sex with, we're gonna obey, we're gonna be home, we're gonna take care of the house, we're gonna have your kids, then everyone will be saying to men, you can't cheat.
But there's reasons why they stopped doing that, though.
They stopped doing it. I'll tell you why. Let's actually analyze this. I'm going to guess because I don't know for sure, right? But if you talk to a feminist, and I've debated a bunch of them, they're going to say, well, in the 1950s, what if their man was abusive? What if their man was mean to them? That's one of the reasons, no?
Yeah, but one of the main reasons, like, man, if you get with somebody that's 45 and he wants you while you're young, when you get older, he's going to leave you for the next one.
When you
know
get
what I mean?
older, he's dead.
Sometimes.
When you get older, he's gone.
Sometimes, if you don't have a kid, you know, like you said, you don't have an asset.
But you're going to have a kid. That's that point.
Most of them, they need to have kids. Most of these girls are sending kid back to God. They're aborting them as soon as they get pregnant.
The reason that women were so unhappy with the old marriage contract that people used to have is that some men were pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And some women are pieces of shit. Some people are pieces of shit. In the 1960s, when you got forced, basically, by society to marry the first person you had sex with, perhaps there was a percentage of households where women, unfortunately, got stuck with an alcoholic dickhead or an abusive man who beat the shit out of her. That's true.
Yeah.
But I would argue that in 97% of households, the man was just going to work and paying the bills.
Yeah.
So we've taken the exception and used it to destroy the rule. I'm not saying men are perfect. I'm not saying there wasn't fucking morons. I'm not saying that some women didn't have a hard time. Of course they did. What I'm saying is that we've taken those small examples, and feminism as a whole does this. It takes small examples and extrapolates them out. It's very interesting you said something about generalization of the population, because feminists do this the most. Men have all the power. No. Rich men have all the power. Poor men have no fucking girlfriend, are lonely, and are jerking off every day. Poor men have...
Yo, facts, bro, facts, yo. The fuck, no, now this is why it's making a little bit of point there, bro. Like it's true. When you said the hierarchy, the partition something, when the ladies always say men have everything. What do you mean men? Majority of men, the average man is always the 1%, the rich people who have the power, the rich men. You see, when ladies, when women, when they talk about men, they generalize everyone in the same hole. But that's because they had one past experience with the what, with a fucking what cunt of a man. They'll say all men are scum. Bro, it is like I've always said this. The woman in itself is one funny creature. First of all, they see most modern women see men as repulsive. They see them as repulsive, but at the same time they want the attention. They see them as what? Creepy. They see them as dangerous, but at the same time they want the protection. They see them they see men as if what? Some women believe that man, as a man, why are you sharing the same space with me? They believe that men should not do this, but at the same time, when shit hits fan, they want men to be there. I have seen videos of ladies saying some foul shit that I said, what is wrong with them? I saw a video that fucking messed me up. It didn't mess me up, it got me pissed off. Well, nothing can mess me up, bro. I'm bigger than that. It was the state that a group of what? A group of delusional women was saying that men, they feel like men have to what? Start from the present up. When you're being born, you have to be turned to the present and you wake your way up to what? To become a normal average citizen. Like, why? What is going to your head? And what Andrew is saying, you have touched some points here and there. With the old system, like where most people, a lot of people always get married to the high school sweetheart, the first person you have sex with. So maybe so many will be right because no one is perfect. But the fact is that the whole point of the movement is that they'll pick those few exceptions, or and project it, saying that all men are this, all men are that. Till this day, I will say this over and over again. The feminine movement, it has never affected me nowhere. It's never affected me as a man. Like, tell me, a lady is trying to what, pay for her own shit. A lady is trying to tell me that, a lady is telling me that she's a boss lady. She can do her own shit. Why the fuck why would I try to stop you? Tell me. Like, you think about this shit. Someone is telling you that they can do this shit. Why will you stop them? Why will you try to help them? Because I am a firm believer. I believe in the notion that no, I have this belief, this faith. If you tell me I can do this, I will want to do it. I will not help you. Well, if you want help, you will voice it out. You must voice it out to me. And that is what, and this is another issue with women. For whatever reason, they loathe men. Some of them hate men, but at the same time, they see men as a man. You have to understand what I'm saying. You have to have the intelligence to see what I'm thinking, to get what I mean. Like, what the fuck do you mean, bro? We're all fucking Homo sapiens. What the fuck?
Nothing. No social status, no sympathy from society, no kids, no woman, nothing. A few men have the power. 0.5% of men have the power. Yes. And you're applying that to all men, saying that the patriarchy is evil and that men have all the power. No, actually, most men are far below women. Yeah. The true power structure of Earth is 0.3% of the ultra elite men. Underneath him and underneath them are attractive women. You have the second best life on the planet. Underneath that, you have mid women. And underneath that, you have broke dudes at the fucking bottom. But here, so this extrapolation is very important. So we're going to sit, and if you talk to a feminist, they're going to say, yeah, but the women who were forced to be with a man, one of them might have hit her. Maybe some dickhead in Montana got drunk in 1962 and hit a bitch. Maybe, probably. Of course, some people suck. What I'm saying, society was better When a woman met a man with the intention of having a family, and they stuck together, and the man and the woman were both expected to be loyal to each other, and they had kids. Women said, we don't want that. We don't want to be told what to do. We want to make our own choices. We want to party. We want to run around and do whatever. Girls just want to have fun.
Yep.
Material Girl by Madonna. We want handbags. Well, now you fucking got it. Now you got to share a few dudes at the top with all the money, and they don't want to have kids with you. They just want to fuck you left and right. And that's how you get disrespected. Every girl I fucked without giving a kid was disrespected. I've never disrespected any of the mothers of my children because they have perfect, beautiful lives, and I gave it. I've never disrespected any of the mothers of my children because
Yeah. Sometimes you go off the road, but at the same time you say the same shit, bro. The whole point of the whole notion of marriage or feminist movement. To me, I will say this over again. At the end of the day, ladies got the short hand of this thing because after the movement have been done, you find that a lot of them are complaining. They'll still go around like I've always found this funny in a sense that how can you be independent? You're complaining that nigga, I want a rich ass man. Like that makes sense. And they always find ways. I'm always baffled. They'll find ways to try to put a narrative that men men are are obstructing that they're fucking obstructing what their lives. So these I don't fucking understand. A lady can fucking walk into a fucking sea of fire and come out and you say it's a man's fault. By the end of the day, what it's trying to show is that the marriage the probability of us getting married in this day and age is less because it's unfavorable to men to get married. And a lot of women is making a lot of women every day is proving them right that getting married nowadays is a fucking wrong choice. And I will say it over and over again as a man. If you decide to get married, please make sure you send it. You make sure your ladies send a prenup. No matter how you love it, no matter how high your love is, baby. So that's what it is today. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm just sleep.